To construct the cylinder, first what we want to do is establish the base of our object, which would be the bottom ellipse. So I'm going to start drawing the width, the major axis. What I know is that the minor axis will be at a 90-degree relationship to this major axis and will be directly in the center. So I'll mark arbitrarily a couple points, extend this with the measurement across to the right side. Now I'm going to take my scrap piece of paper with the 90-degree factory edge, and I'm going to run this minor axis vertically. I'll also extend it down so we can match the top and bottom. So what I want to do is mark out where the bottom of my ellipse will be, steal that measurement, transfer it up to the top. Now I have the base of my ellipse, and what I'm going to do initially is just kind of lay in where I think that roundness will be. Our peak can be no higher than this point, and the pitch has to be right at the base. So then I'm going to just kind of blunt the edges. We want to avoid football, sharp corners, that kind of thing. So now I can go back, connect the 4 curved lines, and I'll even add just a little bit of line weight on the front to give it a little sense of depth. So after I've got this established, I can take the same measurement of the width of our ellipse, and it's a perfect cylinder, so what we can do is likewise extend that same proportion on that top. Now the important thing to remember is if we're looking down on our object, this height of the minor axis will diminish. So what I'll do is I'll steal half of the height and I'll just arbitrarily mark a little bit less. Now I have my new measurement that I can extend upwards, and we'll see. So we'll do the same process. I'm just going to kind of lightly draw in where I think the top of the ellipse is going to be. I'm going to blunt the edges just so we avoid those football shapes, and now I can connect all of my lines. Now I've got a little more line weight on the front. I can focus on the sides, and I just want to connect these back down. If I want to check my work, I could even take the clean piece of paper here, and I can run just a light line to clean up my work. Looking at it now, I've got my line weight, so I want to accentuate the front. And don't forget, we also want to just indicate lightly some sort of tabletop so that we know our object is not floating out in space. So I'll just go, here's a nice line, and I'll add a little line weight on the sides and fade it as it goes.